I cheated a lot of times, so you know.
So you're a cheater.
I am a cheater. I cheat.
You do cheat.
Yeah,
Why do you cheat?
When I feel like he gets bored.
When you feel like you're bored, or you feel like he's bored?
I'm bored. No,
Yeah.
I'm human. Like if I'm not happy, I know somebody gonna say, well, if you're not happy, why you stay? Bitch.
Complicated.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Sometimes I need that nigga to keep paying my bills.
Hold on a second, honey. I'm
Doctor,
in here.
not Honey.
I'm sorry?
And I'm Dr. McCaffrey and not Honey. Appreciate it.
You were Dr. McCaffrey?
I am indeed.
Would you rather I call you counselor, doctor, or anything else?
How
Tell me
about
what you want
Dr.
me to call
McCaffrey, Your Honor? It creates a tone of respect.
you. Where I'm from, you sort of got to earn that.
Guess what? Where I'm from, you're born with it.
Get out of my courtroom! Get
Pleasure. A pleasure.
out!
As the value of men continues to increase, the strong and independent modern woman looks a lot like the 2008 housing market. Sure, you might get plenty of promises, but the learned traveler can spot that bubble from a mile away. And boy, does it continue to expand like a New Jersey housewife. Alright, jokes aside, there is a generational trend that we are all witnessing, and it's not getting any better. From single motherhood to the $250,000 college education that only leads to a Starbucks gig, women are failing to understand what real value means to the opposite side of the aisle. They continue to claim that they're a prize worthy of the 1%, while they carry a resume that not even a below-average earner wants to touch with a 10-foot pole. For starters, this delusion is the product of the Western upbringing. Blinded by years of simpish rhetoric and flawed government programs, it comes as no surprise that the problem doesn't start in the bud. Nope, it goes all the way down to the roots. So before we go on with the video, let me get to the comment of the day. Shout out to Stephen Roberts, who shared a personal story saying, in 1991, my ex told me, you took good care of me and treated me right, I just don't love you anymore. I want a divorce. After 7 years of marriage, stopped dating Western women in 1997, saw what they were becoming back then. Married my traditional Russian wife in 2000, been happily married almost 24 years now. Heard my ex remarried and divorced again. Heard she's living with her mother and mentally challenged sister now. She is 62. Karma is an itch. Now, if that isn't one of the best real-world stories / examples I've ever seen, I don't know what is. Thanks for sharing, man. So anyway, don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. As always, guys, I'll be picking one comment from each video. It could be the funniest, the most liked, or a good personal story. So don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. So be sure to hit the like and sub button too, as it helps out a ton, y'all. So now let's get right back into the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever.
That's why some continue to fail when it comes to understanding female performance issues. If it were as simple as showing stats and logic to show women the error in their ways, Western society would have dug its way out years ago. But this is the real question. How do you change the mind of a woman trained to justify every wrong turn with mental gymnastics? Well, it's simple. You can't. It's a matter of deprogramming years of indoctrination. Ain't nobody got time for that. Just take a look at this, Jim.
Can't tell you. Open your eyes. Ooh. What's wrong?
BMW. What?
Yo, this your surprise.
BMW. What's that?
This your surprise.
It's your car. It's your car. Now you can get to work. Now you ain't got to get to no rides.
This yours.
I didn't want that.
This,
You ain't want it.
this yours paid for.
It's yours. Pay for it. Fresh off the lot. What's wrong with it?
I wanted a Tesla.
What? Look
Tesla?
at this car. I didn't have enough for the Tesla.
What is this? I get the
Look,
BMW.
BMW. Look at this.
What? I don't want that. What is that? What?
It's a brand new BMW.
Don't nobody drive this no more.
So what you?
I want a Tesla. I said that already.
This is mine. You want to go?
You don't have a car.
You wanna-
don't have a car.
Okay,
For a
but
whole year, you've been asking for rides. Uber.
Right. I mean, he.
about a Tesla.
Yeah, you know them real expensive. Take a look at the car. I mean, he paid for it, paid
It
out.
don't be nothing like a Tesla.
Brand new.
Brand new. Here.
No. No. No, thank you.
You don't like it?
No.
Oh, I thought you would be excited that he paid his money for it. No.
I want a Tesla.
I mean, but that's, you're not
We already
appreciative.
talked about it.
You're not appreciative.
See, look at that.
Sunroof.
As you can see in this case, money is not a factor. There are millions of women just like this, expecting the world while contributing nothing in return. So what's the problem? I'll say it again for the people in the back. It's their upbringing. There's no doubt in my mind that every passing year, this girl was told she was a princess, watching movies, making her believe she was a princess, and even wearing t-shirts that said she was a princess. Yes, having a dad in the picture increases the probability that a child will come out stronger, but not if they embrace a one-way program that teaches women to expect handouts. Single-parent households and dual-parent households in the West have both been infected with a pervasive philosophy when it comes to women. If I give her everything you have to offer, she'll be so thankful she'll respect every word, and then she won't settle for a man beneath her status. The obvious issue with this line of thinking is that your little darling here, who is so spoiled that she rejected a BMW, didn't earn that money. She didn't claw her way up to anything. She spent her years playing with her phone and feeling that your successes were her successes. Now, when she shows up to meet with a regular hard-working guy, she'll look at him like she's been hustling for 40 years. As a result, the inflated self-proclaimed value just gets higher and higher. This is a layered problem, of course, but without a doubt, in the next few years, she's going to end up on camera, sounding a lot like these women here.
If you're talking to a guy that claims to be interested in dating you and you say something like, oh, I'm going to get my nails done or my hair, I'm going to the mall, and he does not offer to send you money to contribute to that, you need to block him, and you need to block him quickly, okay? We don't have time to be talking to men that cannot contribute to our lives, even in the smallest of ways, not in this economy.
What have you completed since high school? Boom! Nothing.
Wait.
Not a goddamn thing.
If only we could have seen the BMW girl on Kevin's platform. Rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace. There's a reason Sprinkle Sprinkle came first, and it's not because men were late to the party. The reason is that more than ever, modern women aren't just losing value in multiple areas, but their perspective regarding value is altered beyond repair. And this becomes crystal clear when looking at the women of yesteryear. 100 years ago, Western women's needs were financed by the men they married. They had no idea what was in the bank, and they really didn't care. The system, created solely by men, acted as a massive economic silver spoon. Man goes out to a job, man makes money, man gives their women money, woman makes children and food. That was it. Simple and straightforward, hence the caveman explanation. This is where that woman screaming about cosmetic payments is correct. Where she falls flat on her face, however, is when she tries to pretend that we are still huffing asbestos in the 1920s. Today, many men live in a world where women participate in legislation, journalism, and other kinds of labor. When the requirements were too high to enter an occupation, they simply went into the streets, as is the custom, and demanded that the system change in accordance with their needs, consequently crippling the economy. And, in turn, making men work 10 times harder than ever before to make a decent wage.
And this pen was used by President Wilson to sign the 19th Amendment.
What's that?
The amendment allowing women to vote.
Why'd they go and do that?
But that's not all that changed. Over the next century, men worked harder than ever before, yes. But when they turned to their right to see what women were doing, well, chicks decided they needed an early retirement from, well, being a woman.
But there's no amount of dinners that you will ever buy for me that will get my panties off. So you really need to figure out what it is that you think you have to offer and what it is that you think I value. Because it's never going to happen without real investment. And that's not what you do. And I get that that's satisfactory for some others, but it's not enough for me. And that was the last time we had brunch. I don't know what to tell you, bro. That's why I was like, I've been here. So you can tell me I'm great all you want, but you're not pursuing me, and I know why. Because I require too much. And that's all right. I'm okay with that.
What do you mean by that, though? What do you mean what do you require?
I require discipline and intention. And I require a level of, investment in terms of time.
Wow. So clear and concise. I'm truly shocked that you're 50 and single. Totally blown away. A Western upbringing and a government booster seat only make a woman into two things: a liability and a domestic tyrant. There's no outcome that will be different from what you see here, folks. That said, she unknowingly revealed another key change in value that we find in virtually every woman of the West: the burden they place on time, the greatest asset in the arsenal of any industrious male. You heard it yourself, guys. She won't bend to the traditional roles that men have been thriving on before history was even written. No, she wants your time. But not only that, she wants discipline and investments. Let's play with this idea for a sec. Say you're a hardworking guy who wants to become a doctor. So you walk up to the administrator of the school you desire and ask to be admitted. After you give him your paperwork, he lets you in, but then he warns you that the studying environment is hectic. You think about it for a second, but just decide that's something all competitive schools would say anyway and, move forward. Once you're in school, taking these difficult classes, you find yourself a spot in the library to study in silence. Then, out of nowhere, he, the admin, springs out from behind a stack of books and punches you in the face. Jarred, you get up and ask him what the hell is going on. The administrator, completely neglecting their own responsibilities, tells you that he wants to spar for a while and tosses you gloves. You try to explain that you need to pass tomorrow's exam, but he just throws another haymaker. Over the course of the quarter, the guy just won't let up and keeps demanding your presence for different shenanigans: kayaking, rock climbing, fireside chats. Unsurprisingly, when the grades come in, they're all Fs. Why wouldn't they be? You never had any time to study. Later that week, the administrator comes into your dorm room and tells you you're not going to cut it here, and you walk out confused as hell. If anyone hasn't caught on yet, this is exactly what this woman 20 years past the wall, as well as most other modern women, fail to understand. While not possessing any real value of their own, they turn over to men, wired to work and provide, asking them to be more like women so they can be more like men. The problem with this, aside from the clear-cut answers one can give, is that this not only diminishes the value of women, but it becomes radioactive. The value of the woman, using this line of thinking, just isn't at zero anymore. It's now negative. Here's another example.
I'm 31. I don't have any kids. I got a credit score of 803 exact. Recently pulled. I have 2 paid off cars. I'm about to close on my first house this year in May. I'm not toxic at all. I got a big booty. I'm releasing an app on iOS and Android. I work hard as fuck. I'm not clingy, but I'll always make sure my partner feels appreciated. Okay, so I don't cook, but I can. I can learn. And it's not like I don't know how to cook, but I just don't cook as much as I should. I'm probably not as feminine as the average feminine female, but I wear heels, I dress up. I just feel like I have a very dominant personality. I'm 5'8" in my head, but 5'4" on paper. I've never actually lived with a partner before. I'm just trying to figure out, how am I not married with 5 kids running around? Like, what the fudge am I doing wrong? Most people say, oh, I don't give people a chance. Yes, I do. I have boundaries, though. And I don't let people fuck me over, I'm going to say more than 3 times, because I give chances. I even give you a second chance. But it's so easy for me to just walk the fuck out once you start playing with me. But I still don't understand how I'm still single.
I love it when women go to school. It's like seeing a monkey on the roller skates. It means nothing to them, but it's so adorable for us.
Okay.
We don't care how much money you make. I've spelled this out in other value-based videos, but allow me to reiterate. So many of these women think that cutting out the middleman somehow makes their value greater to the average male. This is the same thing you see with single mothers, but I'll save that for another time. Ladies, the middleman is the man. By devoting massive amounts of time to a career, so much so that you wouldn't have time to be a wife and mother, you've devoured all of the masculine real estate. We don't want to rent, we don't want to borrow, we want to buy, we want to own. This woman records herself with a calm voice, sharing all of her achievements when the truth is that real men seriously couldn't care less. That's how we're rolled to play sweetheart, not yours. This chick is 1 year over the wall, and when you watch the clips like this to their conclusion, without fail, the dam breaks and we get the actual story. One that Kevin Samuels would dissect like a frog in a middle school biology class. She admits she has a dominant personality. Boom, red flag. Then she says she's taller in her head. Boom, another red flag. You give men a chance, but then say you have boundaries. Boom, another one. Finally, it's easy for you to walk out. Honestly, there are enough red flags here to line a highway. These are just the ones that jump out immediately. So why aren't you married with 5 kids? Well, ma'am, that's easy. You're looking for a woman. By stripping yourself of any semblance of femininity, you've thrown yourself out of the market. Again, these chicks are in the negative. When they see an anchor, they mistake it for wings. Additionally, perhaps one of the most important things to acknowledge, women don't seem to understand who determines value. Take a look at this.
A bathroom designed by a woman. Well, unfortunately for you, I did some research. In the description of your video, you put that it's in the LaGuardia airport. And LaGuardia's bathrooms were designed by firm HOK. And HOK's gender ratio? 70% male, 29% female. So this bathroom was not designed by a woman. At best, it was a collaborative effort, but it's most likely that it was majority men that designed it and engineered it. Dang, that's so tough.
Yes, you're a queen.
Slay, queens, slay. This is what women fail to understand about value, possibility above all else. It's men like you and me that decide what that is, and our quarterly report isn't looking so good. For far too long, Western women have received scholarships financed by male-run businesses, built bathrooms and other facilities using male engineering, and walked into buildings playing boss babe that were built by male construction crews, not recognizing that they wouldn't be where they are today without the masculine energy they despise making it happen. They spent their entire lives riding a bike, while a man is pushing behind them yelling, "See, look what I can do, and I did it all by myself." Well, ladies, the man pushing that bike is tired, the training wheels are off, and now you're riding solo. Now, this is the new message. This is the new reality.
She doesn't even have to look at the bill when she's with me, because I'm gonna read it out loud. It's 180.
You're paying.
No, you're paying. No, you're paying.
I'm not paying.
Yes, you are.
Drizzle, drizzle, boys. Drizzle, drizzle. Also, bro, you might want to let her know how to eat food properly, or just how to use a napkin. The main takeaway has been recurring all throughout the journey here, guys. Women, particularly in the West, don't understand value. Why? Because they didn't invent the concept. We did. By walking away to greener pastures, we send the message that the market over on that side of the world is no longer profitable. Leave the belly aching to the soy boys who continue to encourage this nonsense. In the long run, you'll be far richer. The women will no doubt continue asking, "Where have all the good men gone?" Perhaps they'll never understand, but that's not your problem. You're free. In the end, that's all that really matters. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.